Okay. All right. So in yoga, we have principles to live by, and they're called the yamas and the niyamas. Um, and svadhyaya is one that it refers to self-study, to develop a relationship with the inner working of your mind and your body by asking yourself, who am I? Who is thinking these thoughts? But in the Bhagavad Gita, it says, yoga is the journey of the self through the self to the self. So you might ask, why do I choose what I choose? Does it feel right? Our breath can tell us how we are. When our breath is short and shallow, maybe we have a reason to be stressed or worried, but maybe we don't. Maybe we can just say, oh, what's this about? Does it matter? So I want to, when we know that we are light and beauty, when we come to that inner self, we come to that space of light and beauty. And I want to help us get there a little bit today. So allow the mind to surrender so the heart can be heard. Let go of any ideas about what you should want to allow the message of what you do want. Allow the message of what you do want to arise naturally. Let go of thinking your way through and shift to feeling, relaxing your body. Taking some deep breaths. Adjusting any body parts you need to become completely comfortable. Allow yourself to feel fully supported so you can completely sink in. As you start to settle in, notice the stillness that is behind any movement. Notice the stillness that is there. And allow yourself to settle into that stillness. Deeply letting go to gravity. There's nothing to think about. This isn't a thinking practice. It's a feeling practice. Nothing to think. Simply feeling. Listen with your whole body. Allow the words to be received energetically rather than mentally. Now becoming aware of the breath in the nostrils. Feel the cool air coming in. Notice the warm air going out. Notice each breath. Cool on the inhalation and warm on the exhalation. Notice also that as you inhale, your abdomen rises, your chest rises. And as you exhale, the abdomen falls and the chest falls. Inhaling, abdomen rises and chest expands. Exhale, abdomen falls and chest falls. Allowing awareness to begin to drop down from the head into the body. Awareness dropping down from the head, down into the heart center. Bring awareness to the heart center. Feel all awareness coming to the heart center. And right now, shift from thinking to feeling. Let go of everything you think you know. Breathe in and allow a golden glowing light to arise at the heart center. Breathing in beautiful glowing light. Allow the heart space to fill up with that beautiful golden light. Each breath, more and more of that beautiful glowing light at the heart center, filling the heart center. The heart is so filled with glowing light, it can no longer be contained. Allow it to spill out, flowing out to all parts of your body. Beautiful glowing light, flowing out in all directions. To the arms, the legs, and beyond. So much light, a never-ending stream flowing out. Beautiful glowing light flowing out from the heart center to all parts of the body and beyond. Now bring your awareness back to the heart center, the epicenter of this flowing light. Awareness of the light at the heart center. Now bringing your awareness back to your breath. Notice the breath in the nostrils. Cool on the inhale, warm on the out breath. Notice subtle movement in the body as you breathe. Make those movements with the inhale and the exhale, make them larger, taking deeper breaths. Feel the movement breaking up stillness. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Stretch your body from head to toe when you're ready. Now roll yourself slowly to the right side. Now press yourself up to sitting, keeping your eyes closed. Take a deep breath in and exhale. When you're ready, softly and slowly open your eyes. Yoga is a journey to the self, through the self. We'll come to table. And let's push back into child's pose. Mm. Now let's come up to table. And we're going to slide the left arm under the right arm, come down on the left shoulder. If you'd like, you can bring the right arm around back. Give you a bit of a twist. Inhale and exhale. Come back to table. We'll slide the right arm under the left, bringing the right shoulder to the mat. Maybe wrapping the left arm around the back. Let's come back to table. And we're going to bring our body all the way down to the mat. And we're going to come up on our forearms, elbows under the shoulders. This is called Sphinx pose. It's a very good one for reducing anxiety, pressing into the belly. The vagus nerve threads from the back of the skull down through the body, through the heart and lungs, but also through the digestive organs and the elimination organs. And so in this pose, you're pressing, grounding into that area. Now let's come back up to table and we'll come back to our hands. But this time, we're going to walk the hands out in front. So we're going to really stretch through the upper arms. The sits bones are over the knees, and we're going to maybe find a block. If your head doesn't want to come all the way to the mat, which it may not yet in this practice, it's early. Maybe you want to bring your forehead to the mat. Stretching the arms out, bringing the heart toward the earth. This is a melting heart pose, a surrender pose. Now we'll push back up to table and we'll find our way to seated. I'm going to put some more breath work in here. Ah. Oh. Let's do some alternate nostril breath work. So, closing the right nostril with your thumb. You can place your index finger and your long finger on the third eye between the eyebrows. We're going to exhale through the left nostril. And inhale left. Now we'll close the left and we'll exhale right. Inhale right. Close right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close left. Exhale right. Continue to your own count. Good. Now bring your hands to your thighs and we'll circle the spine. And let's go the other way. So we have a mantra in yoga. And what it means is, I am what I seek. I am what I seek. Let's come upright. And so when we practice Svadhyaya, when we practice self-study, we notice what we seek. And we ask ourselves, is that really what I want in my life? We're going to walk forward, walk the hands forward, leading with the sternum. When we are adjusting our clothing, our activity, our furniture, whatever it is, we're adjusting to meet external norms, external conversations. We're going to be in trouble. After a while, we're going to be in trouble. It's okay, it's fine, it's pleasant. But when we stop listening internally, let's come back up. Let's bring our hands behind our back. We stop when we fail to come to stillness and listen to the authentic self, the inward self. Not a path for happiness. Our hands are behind our back. Our collarbone is broad. Shoulders are down. The heart and the chest are open. Some people have a strong relationship to that inner voice, to that intuition. Come back to center. Bring your left palm to the mat and bring your right palm up and over in a side stretch. But some people only hear that inner voice when they come to stillness. And for some, the mental chatter, the mind chatter is just so raging that there's no contact with that inner self, with that authentic self. So we're not really living the life that is founded on our values, on our true self. Let's bring that upper hand to the mat and we'll come over to the other side, stretching through this left side. So we practice yoga, we do our asanas, we connect the mind and the body. We work to release energy that's been stored from painful and unresolved past. Through asana, come back, through breath work, and through meditation. We'll come to table. And we're going to come all the way up into down dog. Tuck the toes under and lift the hips. We're going to go into plank from down dog, and we're going to move back and forth. So let's float forward into plank, and let's push back into into down dog. When you're doing asanas, it's hard to be thinking about other things, but sometimes things come up. And this is a safe place for them to come up. So you notice and you say, what is that about? Oh, what is it I need to know about that? Let's come forward, back into plank, back into dog. We join the breath to the movement. It brings us to the present moment. And sometimes we'll have emotions arise. Sometimes thoughts come. We don't push them away. We don't wrap our arms around them. Back and forth. We're just curious because this is a place where we can begin to heal. Now we're going to walk our hands back. Usually we walk our feet forward, but we're going to walk our hands back, which isn't as easy for me. And now we're in a forward fold. We're bringing the head lower than the heart. That makes it easier for the heart to pump freshly oxygenated blood to the brain. Forward folds are very calming, very calming to the nervous system. We'll lift up halfway and we'll take this opportunity to bring the shoulder blades back and down, to lengthen from the tailbone through the crown of the head, to broaden across the chest, opening the heart area, and fold. Inhale, arms wide and come all the way up. Hands overhead and hands to the heart. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale and fold. Walk your hands out. Find your way to down dog. Now move into plank. And we're going to do a vinyasa. That means several poses that are hooked to each other. We do plank. We do down dog. And we do split dog, raising the right leg. Now we're going to lower that right leg and we're going to bring it through between the hands. Lower the left knee. Come to low lunge. The hands are on the mat. Tuck the back toe. Come back to down dog. Let's raise the left leg in split dog. Now bring that left foot forward between the hands. Lower the right knee into low lunge. Tuck the back toe. Bring the left foot back into split dog. And lower it down into down dog. Let's come back into plank. Now we're going to lower down into high lunge. Now that means you're going to have to walk your hand back for a high lunge. From high lunge, let's move to down dog. From down dog, move to plank. From plank, lower down into high cobra. Roll over the toes and back to down dog. Go from down dog to plank. From plank, let's go to high cobra. High cobra to down dog. Down dog to plank. Plank to high cobra. And push back into child's pose. Notice your breath. Notice the temperature of your body. Do you have sensation anywhere? Notice it. Whenever we don't listen to our inner voice, we tend to look outside ourselves for guidance, even for our sense of our authentic self. Sometimes we do it consciously, sometimes not. We buy things to get the approval of others. We accomplish milestones to get the respect of others. We want to live in certain neighborhoods, drive a certain car, wear specific labels, hang around with certain people, have our children attend prestigious schools, get reservations at the latest inn restaurants, even do our yoga practice right. to affirm that we are okay. Anytime we are crafting our life to get the approval or validation of others, we will find ourselves in trouble. It is unsustainable. It is a setup for disappointment, exhaustion, and the endless feeling that we are never enough. Let's come to table, and we're going to come to standing. So step the right foot between the hands. Bring the left foot forward. You're in forward fold. Take advantage of this wonderful inversion. Inhale and lift halfway. Take advantage of this opportunity to lengthen the spine and to broaden across the collarbone and lower down. Inhale, arms are wide, flat back, coming all the way up, hands overhead and hands to the heart. It's tough. We've been programmed from a very early age to evaluate ourselves, to judge ourselves based on external indicators. Some of that's necessary to survive. But not losing sight, not losing the sound of our own voice. We'll come to the center of the mat. Okay. Separate the feet. We're going to do a warrior two sequence. So turn one toe toward the short end of the mat. Set your feet up for warrior two. Heel to arch. Let's level the hips and let's bring the back hip back and the front hip forward. Coming in, bend the knee, come into warrior two. So the message really is not all that stuff. This is the message that there is light and beauty within, that we are part of the light and the beauty of all the universe. We are made of energy. We are not the material fragments that we see. We are beautiful. We are light filled. We are good. We are whole. So we're going to bring the back palm to the back thigh and come into reverse warrior. We'll bring the forearm to the front thigh and we'll bring the other arm over in extended side angle. Come back to warrior two. Now straighten the front leg. Stretch through the spine, get long in the spine. We're going to fold over into triangle. Maybe your hand is on your shin, or maybe it's on the mat, or on a block. Raising the upper arm, creating a straight line of energy from fingertip to fingertip. So I have a teacher, his name is Lao, and Maharaj, he constantly says, do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? Who we are is light and beauty and goodness. Let's bend that front knee and we'll come back up into warrior two. And bring your hands to your hips. We're going to turn to the other side for warrior two on the other side. You notice the energy when you press into the feet, the energy is going to come up the legs. You're going to get a nice firing of energy up through the legs, through the body. Let's bend the front knee, look out over the fingertips. Then let's turn the front palm up. Come back into reverse warrior. So I am what I seek. Huh. But I am light and I am beauty. And I seek light and beauty. Come back to warrior two and bring the front forearm to the front thigh. And we'll roll over into extended side angle. The front forearm is on the front thigh. The opposite arm is in a line with the extended legs. And breathe. We'll come back up. We'll come to warrior two. Now straighten the front leg. I like to bring my hands to my hips, straighten the front leg. Lengthen from the tailbone through the crown of the head for triangle pose. We're going to fold over that front leg. Bringing your hand to your shin, to your ankle, to a block, or to the mat. Extend the other arm. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine, you betcha. Press into the feet. Bring your upper hand to your hip. Push up. I'm all right. I'm really good. Push up into warrior two. I thank you for your concern. Oh no, we have that on tape. Ah! But we can edit it. Yeah. Bring your hands to your hips, parallel your feet, and heel toe your feet together. Ah, what? Yeah, I don't know if I've ever fallen in yoga before. Ah. So, well, it's about time. Okay, let's step to the top of the mat. We're coming back down to the mat. Inhale, arms widen up. Exhale and fold. Flat back. And then the message not to be perfect. Let's lift halfway and fold. Now I'd like you to come to seated. With your legs out in front. It's called Dandasana. It has many names. Bring your hands to either side of your hips. Press into the palms of the hands, press into the pads of the fingers. Press into the back of the heels, into the calf, into the thigh, backs of the thighs, into the sits bones. Now bring the belly into the spine. Raise the ribs, but don't jut them out. Lower the shoulders. Maybe tuck the chin a little bit to lengthen the back of the neck. And do all of that while you breathe at the same time. Now we'll separate the legs. You're going to bring your heel into your groin on whatever side you want. Let's turn our body so it faces that extended leg. And we're going to, with a long spine, flat back, keeping the shoulders down, the elbows bent, we're going to fold over that front leg. And we'll come upright. And now we're going to keep that same leg extended. You're going to take you using the same arm as extended leg, and you're going to take the back of that hand, slide it on the inside of that extended leg, and we're going to come over in a side stretch. Open the chest and breathe. So since I'm light, you can say I'm a falling star, right? Come back up and let's extend the opposite leg. Now we're going to turn the body so we're facing that leg. Lengthen through the spine and begin to fold over. We are humble because we are made of earth, and we are noble because we are made of stars. Ah. Mm. We'll come back up. And now this time you're going to be using the same arm as the extended leg. You're going to take the back of the hand inside the leg, slide it down inside the leg, coming over, then the upper arm over, kind of a side twist. Always grateful. Always grateful. Always grateful. Slowing the mind down, renewing the breath, coming inward. Always grateful. We'll come back up. Ah, yes. Okay. So let's bring our legs out in front of us. Once again, this is called Janu Shirshasana. I think it's the coolest name, Janu Shirshasana. So we're going to bend the right knee, bring it into the body. Now you have lots of options here. You can keep this left leg stretched out. You can keep the right foot inside the left leg, or you could cross over. Another option is to bend that other leg. Your object here is to keep the knee vertical. The spine is long. Now pivot the same arm as the raised knee and bring it around and over and make a second spine. Come up on your fingertips if you like. Lengthen through the spine. Bring your left hand around your upper knee, or you can bring your opposite arm inside your raised knee. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. So the authentic self, the true self, the light, that light that we talk about being within, but that light it's just part of all light. Coming inward does not mean being alone. We'll untangle here. We'll stretch both legs out. Maybe pat them out. Now let's bend the opposite knee and you decide how you want your Matsandrasana to go. I'm going to cross over and I'm going to bring my other leg in. I'm going to take a moment to get up on my sits bones and lengthen my spine. I'm going to bring the arm of the upper leg behind me for second spine. And I'm going to bring, you can just wrap your arm around your shin or you can bring your elbow inside your knee. Now let's pause here and lengthen through the spine. Inhale and lengthen. And as we begin to twist toward the upper leg, we'll exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Hat Tavam Asi. I am what I seek. Soham, I am that. Notice the breath. And we'll come back around and we'll extend the legs out. We'll pat them out. We're going to come to our back. Ah, yeah. Mm. Let's bend the knees. We're going to come up into a bridge if you like. But if you like just staying here in Shavasana, stay in Shavasana. If you want a bridge, you can bend your knees and come up in the bridge. So grateful. You know, the harder we try to be good and valid and valuable and important and significant and noticed and acknowledged, the more chatter we get in the brain and the less aware we are of that authentic self. So let's lower down. And I'm going to give you some options here. If you want to do legs up the wall, that would be fine. If you want a bolster, I'll bring you bolsters. I'll bring you eye pillows. Would you like a weight? Would you say yes or no? The message is, I am light, I am beautiful. Allow yourself to observe without judgment thoughts, desires, habits, patterns, behaviors that cause you to lose sight of yourself, to feel disconnected from who you truly are. Be disconnected from your soul. Allow a sense of calm to wash over you as you return to who you are, your deepest and truest self, free from self-judgment. Begin to know yourself. Notice your breath. Deepen your breath. Remember that you can take this with you The peace and calm you experience on your mat doesn't have to stay here. Use your breath. Come to quiet. Reconnect. And go about your business. So let's wiggle our fingers and our toes. Remove any props. Let's do it slowly. It's okay. Everything's okay. It's better than okay. It's beautiful. It's filled with light. Come to a fetal position. Then gratitude to the universe for who you really are. Thank your body for what it was able to do today. And find your way to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to your heart, thumbs against the sternum. Om Namah Shivaya. I honor the child teacher within. May all creatures everywhere know peace and happiness. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.